Hi, today I'll be making parathas. It's a super yummy flatbread. This becomes more delicious when you make it if you add more oil. So this is my basic recipe. Starting off with flour. Just 3 cups of flour. You can just knead the flour with only salt and water as well. But I am adding a little bit of oil, an egg and a little bit of baking powder as well. You can even add a little bit of milk when needed, but I am adding water today. Knead it to form a nice soft dough. Adding the salt. When adding water, make sure to add little at a time. It takes about half a cup of water. It depends on the flour. If some flours, it takes a little bit more water. I am adding just about 2 teaspoons of oil as well. Keep it on a flat surface and knead it well. If you want, you can add a little bit of flour at this time while kneading, or a little bit of oil. As you can see, my dough is almost ready. You can put some oil and nicely coat it with some oil and leave it. I am reducing the oil today, so I am not putting the oil. Now my dough has been sitting for about a good hour. Now I am putting a little bit of flour and dividing the dough into 4 equal sized balls. The speciality about paratha is you get many layers. So there are many ways to make paratha. So I am going to show you 3 ways today. And put a little flour and roll the dough, or you can even use the oil to roll the dough. As I said, I am reducing the oil. But oil is better, easier and much tastier for sure. After you roll it nicely, you have to put a little oil. I am using the lid of my oil bottle. For convenience, just a little bit of oil, I am dabbing it. You can even use ghee. It will give a lovely smell when you make the roti, and it's much tastier. After that, just dust it with a little bit of flour. That's how we are trying to get the layers. The flour won't make it stick together. That way, when you roll it nicely, it will stay beautifully like pleats. The first method I am doing is a very easy one. You just pleat it like a fan. I'm sure you remember when we were kids how we used to make fans. Well, same way. Just keep on folding it and you just get it like this. Press it firmly. Since it's a very thick roti, I'm cutting it into 2. After rolling it like this, just press it down. Do the same with the remaining. You can pull it some more. Keep on pulling this flour. It's very rubbery. Roll it tightly and press it down. Now for the next method, I am cutting this ball into 2. So I am making smaller rotis. Once again, I am just putting a little bit of oil, dusting it with flour. You can even use ghee or butter for this. Every roti is the same way. You just roll it with some flour or oil and then do the different methods. This method is really easy. You just take a knife and start just cutting it, and be careful when rolling it. It doesn't stick together. Just use the knife. It will come easily if you are not comfortable with doing it like this. Since I'm going to make smaller parathas, I'm going to cut this into two. So there will be 2 parathas with this dough. Make sure not to squeeze it too much. When you're rolling it, be careful. Just pull it and knot it. Leave this for about half an hour and then you're ready to make your parathas. Now my parathas has been resting for about half an hour. Now I'm ready to make the paratha. When making, make sure not to roll it too thin as well, but thin enough to cook well. So roll it well and make sure to heat the pan. It should be hot and low heat when you put it. You have to put oil. When you put more oil, the layers will be better, easier and more flaky. It's up to you. If you like, you can even use ghee to fry this. So now my parathas are all ready. As you can see, we had different methods of making it. Each method has layers, but the layers look different. But all taste perfect. With a minced meat or a minced chicken, this is perfect. Once all the parathas are cooked, just take it and give it a good bashing to see the layers separating. I'm horrible at this, as you can see. With a little practice, I'm sure you'll get the hang of it. All I can tell is these parathas were absolutely delicious. Everyone at my house enjoyed it. Actually, this was not enough. My son can eat this whole thing. So next time I'm sure I'm going to make 3 times this quantity. This was super delicious. I'm sure if you use a little bit of ghee to fry them, these will be amazing. Unhealthy but super tasty. So you can keep this for a special occasion as a treat. I'm sure you're going to try the parathas. Making parathas at home is really easy and super rewarding. It looks so pretty, tastes amazing. I'm sure you're going to try it. Until I meet you next, bye for now and happy cooking! I wish you could taste them too.